Okay, guys, real quick, everybody.
You gotta be louder.
Back of the class. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, everybody, how you doing? How you guys doing? Everyone's good?
Dakota.
Yeah, can it, Dakota. Can it, Carly. Can it, Angie. Oh, wow, you guys. Well, hey, last time we were supposed to get together, we threw axes instead, which is nice. And 3 months have passed already, and it's going to be our last quarterly meeting for the year. I wanted to take a moment and just kind of reflect on the year behind us, and a lot of reasons to be optimistic as we move forward. At the end of last month, we got to do our kind of owner budgeted retention and performance bonuses. So thank you guys. Really appreciate everybody. It's awesome for us to be able to do that. And this year, Christmas and New Year's Day does fall on days worked, that means that'll be a paid holiday as well, which is awesome. So we're really pleased that we get to do that. Let's talk about why we get to do that. So in the last 3 months, September, October, November, our practice had the highest level of productivity we've ever had before. Really kind of mind-boggling accomplishment, to be quite honest with you, because we did it while we were shorthanded. So really want to acknowledge the entire team for filling in where we were shorthanded. Not a single person didn't participate in that regard. And the business team in particular, you guys helping support the East Lake office operations has been an ongoing challenge, but one that you guys have all really tackled. And I, because I'm not there, I don't get to maybe appreciate it, but the doctors share with me how much they do. And I just want you guys to know we do appreciate it, so thank you guys very much, okay? And it tells me about the caliber of our team that we could have those 3 extraordinarily productive months, even with that shortfall. Personally, my production is not any different. All this growth is manifest out of Dr. Suzuki, Dr. Cha, Dr. Shimoon, Dr. Nordley, and Dr. Liu. So, thank you guys as well. That's awesome. We have kind of asked everyone to push and stretch a little bit. In addition to being busy, we also had our best case acceptance. When we talk about case acceptance, 6 months ago when we had our meeting, we talked about kind of the 5 strategies, right? The I see you, clarity brings traction, we take the patients in, we don't walk them back, right? These words, the language and how we communicate with people really matters. And I've seen what I believe to be a measurable improvement in how each of us takes just a little bit extra time to make that patient feel a little bit more comfortable and welcome. I want to make sure that we're continuing to extend that to one another and our teams in the face of being busy as well. Those things matter. They matter a lot to me, okay? The case acceptance, though, in particular, tells me that patients are feeling more comfortable, better educated, a better sense of why they should be moving forward with treatment. And that happens at the first meeting with our team member at the front desk, even before that on the phone call. When the assistant or hygienist walks them back, explains to them what their role is, who they are. It's become very normal for me to have our patients express what a good experience they've had prior to me meeting them. You've got a wonderful staff. You've got a wonderful team. It literally makes me stop for a moment. It puts a smile on my face. I always acknowledge the patient and I let them know we try so hard to earn that kind of recognition. So it matters a lot to me, you guys, and I know it matters a lot to you too, because we're seeing that more and more, so thank you guys for that. Just like any competitive endeavor, as you go up in class, as you get better, the stretch creates some tension. And then it becomes normalized, and that becomes our new kind of level of baseline. And that's what's happening for us, guys. I really believe that, okay? And my goal is to keep arming the team with the tools that we need to really provide outstanding clinical outcomes, customer service, and we'll be talking about a couple of those strategic initiatives that we're going to be kind of launching forth with this year, okay? Any questions about anything we've covered so far? Okay. Okay, well, we know that change is part of what keeps any organization growing. We had a chance to take 2 of our business team members down, Brooke and Brittany, down to Arizona. The rest of the B team will get a chance to do that same training in the coming year. The clinical team's not being excluded from that. It's just that the training is really more geared towards the B teams. We will find something commensurate for the clinical teams, I believe, at some point, okay? One of those changes, of course, is, and you probably saw a photo of this already, Dr. Cha and...
They cannot hear at all here. You want
Move.
to stand up or?
Move
You guys
forward.
can't hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
Okay. I'll try to speak a little louder. Dr. Cha just welcomed a new child. I think this is the first time in several years that no one's actively pregnant. Is that, anyone got a, okay, have you just raised your hand and I almost shit. Well, what a cool thing that we've welcomed so much life into this practice. And never be afraid. If one of you is expecting, we'll of course celebrate you as well. But Dr. Cha as well, baby M as well, so awesome. As we know, Dr. Shamoon, not that long ago, welcomed twins to the world. And I know you will join me in equal parts sadness but excitement for her. But come March, Dr. Shamoon will be relocating back to Chicago.
Are you serious?
I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. I might cry too, Lene. I agree.
So sad.
Yeah. Okay, I agree.
You
Juliana?
can't take her with.
Lene's going to Chicago. Well,
But he's going to Chicago.
let me just say a few words. Dr. Shamoon is going to be with us through the end of February. We want to keep her, we want to make it so hard for her to leave. So let's keep her wildly busy and successful. Let's keep her schedule to the best of our ability. And Dr. Shamoon will, one thing I know about her is that she is tied into a great experience for her patients. She's extremely prepared. You know, she set a great example for me in what preparation kind of looks like. There hasn't been a moment where she faltered professionally. Even when she had to tell me this, you know, she asked if we could meet briefly afterwards. She wanted to give me as much notice as possible. It was just really a first-class way of doing things. And so she will be joining the practice of someone we've met through Moonshot. Another fantastic practice, and I couldn't think of a better way for us to celebrate her other than to know she's going to be going to another fantastic practice, okay? So with that in mind, we will be going from 6 to 5 providers. And we will be staying with 5 providers on kind of an alternate schedule now. So right now we've moved Dr. Nordley and Dr. Shamoon. 2 of their West Seattle days have moved to Federal Way for now. Upon Dr. Cha's return, we'll shift that again. But we'll still keep 4 doctor days in West Seattle, 5 in Eastlake, and then we'll be filling up the Federal Way schedule. We will start a nationwide search, literally a nationwide search for a 6th doctor, but not until probably July of next year. And the reason for that is I want us to have 5 super productive providers before we add that person. The other reason is over the past several months, we've been undergoing a planning phase of remodeling. So the space that we're sitting in now, half of it will be PSPs starting next year. So everything from about the wall clock in that direction, we'll be adding 3 additional operatories to the Federal Way office. We'll be redoing the lobby. The other day I asked how many chairs we had. In my mind, somehow I thought we had 7. We have 5. So that lobby was built when we only had 3 operatories plumbed out. And then 4, and then 5, and then we added 6, 7, and 8. And I actually thought about taking this whole thing over and putting 15 in, and I was like, whoa, but we don't need that many. It's okay.
And we don't get the patio?
We do get the patio. We get access through that door over there, yeah. So, yeah, it'll be a good spot for people to go outside and have a good yell once in a while. Yeah. But so when we add that provider, we'll be in conjunction with us being able to expand. 5 lobby chairs is not enough.
It's
you know,
standing room only.
standing
It
room
is,
only a lot of
yeah.
times.
Yeah.
I purposely don't look out there. I just let Dakota and Carly or Brooke or whoever's out there just kind of sweating. I just don't look.
Yeah,
Sometimes you have to be like, can someone please cut these patients?
yeah.
Well, so let's talk about some other changes that come with that. I mean, we have a bunch coming up here. So I've
We do.
shared with you Dr. Shamoon. I've shared with you the expansion. Dentrix Enterprise will be going away at the end of next year.
Like 2026.
Yeah. We're converting.
So-
Well, there's more.
Well, because
Yeah.
of that, we need to migrate out of the enterprise ecosystem into what's called Dentrix Ascend. I think it's kind of an update. It'll be bringing us into 2026, really. So, like my laptop right now, as long as I'm connected to the internet, it'll be like a portal we log into. Claire's going to be going into this in a little bit greater detail later in the meeting, so I'll just kind of stop talking about it, other than to say that we're going to be trained on a new system. We're all going to be learning a new electronic medical record.
It'll still be Dentrix, it's just that.
In name.
In name only.
Yeah, it's,
Completely different.
Well, I'm just, because we use that at my old office,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
you use
A lot
Dentrix,
of- Yeah.
like the
Ascend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, good. So it's Dentrix Ascend, and to be honest, I probably know the least about it of anybody.
Honestly, there's a lot of things you'll really enjoy about it. It's way more user-friendly than
Great.
this
Good.
version.
You're the only person that said that thus far.
I think,
So you'll be our little,
maybe because I went.
We'll
from
get
that
into
to
the
this.
we'll get
We'll
into
get
the
into the
details.
details,
We'll
yeah.
get into the details. Yeah.
Okay, so guys, real quick though, so we will be expanding the lobby. The bullpen area will be reworked, so where the left and right bullpens are, that will become operatories 9, 10. We'll be adding an 11th. The lobby will have 2 separate check-in areas and seating for somewhere between 10 and 12. We're working out what the seating is going to look like. Basically, like if you took our door and you drew a wall here, that will become part of the expanded lobby. The doctors will have a new co-working space. It'll seat up to 4 providers together. That'll be kind of access to that outside door, Dr. Suzuki. We'll add 1 additional treatment coordinator suite as well. And right now where Brooke is sitting will change from a doctor's office, and where Angie and Vanessa sit will be converted into a little bit bigger treatment coordinator suite. So we'll have 3 dedicated treatment coordinating suites, more seating out front, and then we'll be building a new bullpen area for the assisting and hygiene teams with 14 dedicated seats.
Is the piano machine gonna be not in the hallway?
Yes.
I know, but there will be a wall separating these.
are we getting a washer and dryer?
No, there's no plans to add a washer and dryer.
Sorry, Angie, gotta take them home.
Angie wants to watch her dryer.
There is can't.
Let me look into it. I hadn't thought of it, but let me look into it.
It's just, we're talking about how we're the only location that doesn't have it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Then we have to wash our towels.
Oh.
I don't want to do that. Wait till we have a service.
More for the
But he
blankets
doesn't-
is what Angie.
They don't clean
Why
up
don't we sit wash?
Okay.
Let's stay on
let's
task
stay on
real
task,
quick,
yeah.
okay? So, no, there's no plans to add one of those right now. Okay, let's see. So that's kind of the high level stuff, guys. These do represent a really significant undertaking, obviously, and one that we'll do how we've always done it, which is to recognize that we'll do what is necessary. You know, what's easy is that for a reason. What's hard is what's required sometimes, and we will be able to do that. I have all the confidence in the world we'll be able to do that.
Will we be closed at any point?
Yeah, there will be a short period. I think, Linnea, we're going to try to repurpose that time for training. So like if we did need to be closed for a short period of time, we'd do that. The bullpens right now, as well as the lobby area, we're going to be moving them to another area on this floor. So we'll have like kind of a, because as the lobby area is getting redone, we'll have kind of like a virtual check-in area. Our teams will need to do a great job of explaining to patients what to be prepared for. We'll probably utilize the rear entry, the back door for coming in a lot more as some of that's happening. And it'll be done in 2 phases as well. So as we get closer to that, we'll dial that in. But to answer your question, We want to be as close for as little as possible.
When are you thinking it's gonna start?
As soon as probably as soon as like February, March. We're kind of beholden to how long the permitting process takes.
Yeah.
It's incredible how much it costs. When we built the office back in 2006 initially, to build out the initial 2,500 square feet, equip it, and working capital, everything was around $536,000. Sounds like a lot. It was a lot, but now it'll cost $1 million to just do this, equip it, you know.
That's with dental equipment too.
That's with dental equipment, thankfully. Yeah, I know. But even like the little office downstairs, that was $100,000. So but the investment is worthwhile because we know how to use the space. We know what we're doing, you guys, okay? Piggybacking off that, let's kind of go back to this. It's been a central theme of mine to really think about the vibe we're creating for our patients. And let's really be sensitive to that. They know how, I know for sure, my patients are more comfortable when they see me having a great interaction with the assistant. They don't even see it because their eyes are covered. They feel it. They know when I'm stressed or if I'm calm. They know if my assistant and I are having an enjoyable time working together or we're not. And I take it as a personal oath to myself that I'm going to be kind to the person I'm working with because I'm aware of what the patient is going to feel when I'm in the room with them. We have to do that with one another, 100%. Even the way something comes across on the radio, if a person in the lobby can hear that, they're getting a sense of what the energy in the office is like. So you have to be always aware of the vibe you're putting out into the office. Bring great energy to the office. That's my message, okay? And I know that by and large we all do that, but it's just a reminder because that's the example that I want to set, okay? And you guys can call me on that, by the way. You say, Dr. King, that's some bullshit because you were in a bad mood today. I might, in my office, I might do that with the door closed, but as soon as you come in and you ask me for something, if I don't have a smile on my face and I say I'm ready to acknowledge your request, you can call me on that. Because I try very hard to make sure that...
I noticed that switch.
Good.
Yeah.
You notice that switch?
When I open the door,
Yeah.
you're like,
Hey. Yeah, I'm ready. Thank you, Rosa. Yeah. And we're going to have this balcony to yell off of. It's going to be awesome. We could do that out there, okay?
jumping.
No. Yeah, we're not doing that, Linnea. There's no jumping. Yeah. You guys, when we're any of the team members, when you look at who the referral that sent the patient over, if you don't recognize that name, I'd love us get in the habit of recognizing, ooh, this is a golden opportunity. You know, we never know who the next Dr. Banner is going to be, or Dr. Jacobson is going to be, or Dr. Kelly Nelson, or Dr. Pete Iverson is. Most of those relationships were developed kind of fortunately. I mean, there's some intention behind them. But almost always, the doctor who really cares about their patient's experience will say, I've been looking for an office like yours. Out of the 350 offices that refer to us, only about 10% of them fall into that really premier patient place where we would want to go to be a patient. And we don't know which ones those are. So as we're getting that new doctor, we have to think of that as an opportunity to really impress the patient. By virtue of impressing the patient, we're going to impress the referring doctor. And if they're the right kind of doctor, that's the kind of place that can help us grow forever, and we help them grow forever. So please get in the habit of that. When you see a new referral, champion that. Recognize that, hey, whatever else happened today, I'm going to show this person a great experience. And of course, that goes without saying for the names that you recognize all the time. We want to continue to re-earn that trust and loyalty, okay? As we build out the new office, we'll be continuing to build out our ARCH program. That's the program that we've been working on with Dr. Young to allow us to work with other offices to do more full ARCH kind of cases. That'll be for all providers. I'll have more information about that for you guys next year. Thank you for everything you've done this year. I really appreciate it. It's not a small thing that we ask, from you. We get to spend as much time together, at least as much time together as we do with our families, and I'm really grateful for each of you guys. So just a quick hand to you guys before Claire takes over. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, I am going to revisit the West Seattle office in schedules. So, as we found out, Dr. Shamoon will leave end of February. Do you have a date or?
Certainly by end of February, yes.
Certainly by end of February. That is a date. When that happens and Dr. Cha comes back on the 9th, we are actually shifting Dr. Nordley's schedule to where he'll work on Mondays and West Seattle will go dark on Wednesdays. The reason for the change is because most days we have more than enough assistants. On Tuesdays, we are right at full capacity. So if anybody calls out sick or if the schedule, we need more assistance in one location, we don't have that capacity. And it doesn't make sense for us to hire an additional person because on all the other days, we have more than enough. So we're gonna make that shift in the schedule so it evens out our clinical team to help support the doctors, okay? Note that I'm noticing on Dr. Liu's schedules that we're scheduling for 3 assistants. We don't have 3 assistants right now on Fridays. So if you need that, then you need to let us know in advance so then Jordan can schedule appropriately for it, okay? But if we keep it to Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, we should be just fine across all locations. Okay?
No, that'll be no 5 doctor days.
Yeah.
Just 4 the
Yeah.
most we would have is 4 doctors working on any one day in that way.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the last thing about West Seattle. I want to talk about some things that we've adopted. We've adopted a virtual assistant to do insurance verification for us. His name is Dale. We're within a month of this. It's been about a month. We're working through the kinks. There are some kinks in trying to, figure out routine and how we. Do you have a question? No. No. Okay. Trying to figure out how we do things versus how we want him to do things in his organization. So we're getting that worked out. In addition to that, we've hired 2 more, and they work with a company called Reach. And Reach, Dale came from an RVA company that is not dental specific. Reach is a dental specific RVA group that everyone is trained on all the EMRs, they know insurance, again, very dental specific RVAs. We've hired 2. My first meeting with them is next week. And the intent behind them is that they will help with all the phone calls. They will be like an appointment coordinator, lead generator as all the referrals come in and the new patients come in to get scheduled. I suspect that's going to take us a little bit longer to get it up to where we want it to be at our level and how we've done it, but that's the plan to help alleviate the amount of phone calls that we get. We miss a considerable amount of phone calls, and that's not good for us. We can't miss phone calls, but it just happens. So, if it works out with those 2, we'll see where it goes, because you guys are actually more valuable when you're with the patients in front of you than you are on the phone. So if it helps us bridge that gap, that's the intent, okay? Any questions with that?
Yeah,
No?
I'll just speak to it for a second. So, RVA, that term, you could just think of them as a remote worker, remote virtual assistant.
Yeah.
What this will mean is that each of the business team members are going to have a little bit less to do on the phones. Mm-hmm. Each of you will work with the RVAs to make sure that when they're, the way that we selected them, the company Reach that we hired interviews a boatload of them. And then they put in front of us people that have the best combination of experience. Obviously, command of the English language is really important. Mm-hmm. We watch videos of 9 to 10 of them, and then we selected 2 of them. And to be honest, there were more than 2 that I liked. Mm-hmm. There are 2 names. The 2 individuals we hired are named Osman. He's a gentleman from Argentina, and a man named Jomel. Jomel was the only operator for a 13 location practice. he had to leave because he was personally responsible for managing 150 calls a day. I don't think he'll have to do that many for
No.
us, okay?
No.
But it'll be really important to me, guys, that we treat them like they're members of our team. They understand what it is that's important about managing and fielding those calls. With the new time, with the time that our team has available, you guys will be, like Claire mentioned, more engaged with the patient in front of you. My hope is that we'll be able to have more outbound calls to our referring base, providing them with updates at the end of the day. So-and-so is in, whether that's a message or a phone call. Each of us plays a role in becoming the specialist of choice for the offices that we work with. We want to make it silly that they would work with anybody else because the attention we give them is so much higher. I can promise you, Dr. Beffa and Dr. Nelson, because of the access that they have to our team, love that access. We make their lives so much easier. We become an extension of their practice. That's what we actually want to be able to do. The RVAs will be responsible for more of the new patient incoming calls. And then when you have a patient that's going to need to call you back, I would encourage the use of your private numbers, private
We
lines.
will be setting up auto attendance, so an RVA won't get a phone call from an existing patient for treatment or whatever, so.
Okay. Any questions about that? So it'll be a work in progress, but.
Yeah.
And then just like with Abby, if it doesn't work, I'll kill it.
Yeah. We don't know yet. Yeah, we're still in the initial, we've screened them, we've picked them, we kick off meetings next week.
I'd safe to say first part of the year though.
Probably, and they do, because we hired two, in our contract, we also get a trainer. So I put together Carly looked at it, a very comprehensive training manual for appointment coordinators. And that's what they're going to use to benchmark their training off of. And then they do weekly meetings with them. They report back to us. And so they will help us in getting them up to speed differently than how we've been working with Dale.
Yeah.
So it'll be, I hope it'll be easier.
And then,
Yeah.
and then my belief is that with that extra time, guys, we'll be able to give each of the locations a little bit more responsibility for the success of their location. You know, as Claire and Tony move to Idaho, Claire will still be with us, but not in the way that she has been historically. And so the leadership, the oversight of each of the locations is going to come to the teams in those locations. I'll be depending on you guys a lot more for that, and we'll need to have that time available, and this will be a way that we help to create that.
Yeah. Going back to Eastlake, Shibo's not here. She's not feeling well, unfortunately. She really wanted to be here, and she wanted to meet everybody in person. For those of you who have not met her, she's been a great addition for us. We have been vetting two really strong applicants to be her partner in that location. We have one final working interview to do with Emily on the 12th. Emily came
You're
to
Emily,
us.
Melissa.
She came to us from Emily. She came to us from Melissa, and yeah.
I was like,
And we interviewed her a year ago, I think, year and a half ago. Yeah, for a surgical assistant, and then she was going to go to hygiene school, and then she moved to Hawaii, and now she's back. And anyways, long story short, she came back, and she's a really strong applicant for us. She'll be in on the 12th, and then. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Most likely the position will not be it won't be filled probably till the first of the year though, with the wait. We only have a couple weeks left and then the holiday and stuff. So we'll let you know. The one thing I will say, although it's been, there's been some big speed bumps, little speed bumps. There's been really good days. There's been really shitty days when it comes to Eastlake and like trying to navigate everything and having full support there and communication. I am actually really excited that we went through this painful process because one of the byproducts of it is that we were really able to dial in across all locations what the SOPs are, the standing operating procedures, and really get in alignment with it. So then you can go from one office to another and there's actually true alignment and people understand and see and can communicate the same way. So there's no this is our office, we do it a different way. Or we don't have patients, we have less patients that are in upset now, knock on wood, than we've had like really ever, because the communication and how we handle things is becoming very uniform. So although it was difficult, I feel like at times, I think it was totally worth the effort, even though not planned, that this is the result of it. So it was good.
Yeah, and Eastlake, you guys, I
Yeah.
mean, all three offices have had record years. And you just, but in particular, you guys, to do the kind of output you're doing out of 3 operatories, awesome.
Yeah.
So great. You
Yeah.
guys love it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Two things about 2026, and then we'll go to the big topic. Okay. Dr. King has scheduled throughout the whole year
Oh, yeah.
next year lunch and learns. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a schedule already kind of dialed out with each of the teams. So on 3, well, I should say 1 day per month per location, with Federal Way being 2 days per month. We will have we're going to start it being in the lunch hour. And the goal will be for us to be able to create better alignment between the business and clinical teams about why it is what we do. The same kind of lunch and learn that we would go out and give in the community, we want to be able to give in our office. And the commitment I've made is to do this for each of the teams. So each team will get the same talk once a month. So I'll prepare it once, I'll give it once in Federal Way, I'll give it once in Eastlake and once in West Seattle. It'll also make sure that I have an opportunity to be with each of the teams, which is important to me as well, on a monthly basis. And we'll see how that goes. If there are specific topics you guys would like more information on, that will always help me. Otherwise, I'm going to put out what I think is the most important thing. So those will start in January, okay?
So like teaching us about procedures or just?
Sometimes exactly that. Yep. Maybe more the why behind why we do certain things. Because I feel like as you understand the purpose and the why, it's easier to explain to a patient, why are we doing that? At the end of the day, why are they here?
And you get lunch.
And you get lunch, yeah. So these will be all practice provided lunches. We're all be on the clock for those. These are paid hours.
Yeah.
It's just an opportunity for us to, one, sit and be together. The Federal Way ones will not be here. They'll go downstairs. We don't have that option in the other locations, but in West Seattle, we'll be doing it at the end of the day. So again, I want that time to be super protected from patients, though. I want it to be just our time. And if they go quick and we can just kind of visit with one another, that's good, because right now we don't have that time in the way that I would like us to. So connection, learning, alignment, those are 3 good pillars for us, okay?
We issue CEs for those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we could certainly issue Cs for them, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't see any reason why not.
Smart.
Yeah.
I like that, Dr. Suzuki.
CEs.
Continuing
Continuing
education.
education. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Pops Pizza, I could see everyone's eyes getting heavy. It's the Pops Pizza. Okay, please go ahead, yeah. Claire.
Our year-end annual celebration is actually January 10th, after the holidays. And it will be at Top Golf again from 1 to 4. We are limiting who can come. Okay? So what did we say? Spouses,
Spouses, kids,
kids.
Yeah.
Spouses, kids only.
yeah.
So-
Fiancés, Deanna.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Yeah.
What I would like to try to avoid, though, guys, is not all of our extended families. So just
Yeah.
spouses, immediate children, that kind of thing is great. Let's try
Yeah.
to keep a limit to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
From 1 to 4
Yep.
on January 10th.
Yep. Be on time. Let's make sure we get the most out of those 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I
I'll
wanted-
send out a thing as a reminder too.
Just real quick show of hands. Jessica Aline had this idea that we would get a suite at the Tacoma Rainiers Cheney Stadium during the summertime.
Yeah.
For everybody on board with that? Okay,
Yeah.
we'll move forward with
Yeah.
scheduling that. Good.
Okay, Gentrix Enterprise. We are being formally kicked out. And trust me, we fought to not be kicked out a lot. Anyway, so we have to be completely out of the system by January 2027. What's happening now is they're starting to limit support on us. So when you guys ask me to call Gentrix for support and you see me go, oh, that is why. It's because they're silently quitting on us. That being said, the conversion will take about 2 to 3 months. Okay, I meet with the project management team this Friday where they'll get to know me, I'll get to know them, and we'll start to develop what it is the conversion plan will be and the point people with whom they need to talk to, like Ron and IT, you and specific things as whatever. And then probably second, third week in January, they will have teams that come out and they will shadow each office for a week-ish roughly. And what they're doing is that they're going to watch our workflow. Because the idea is, although Dentrix Ascend is completely different than Dentrix Enterprise in the way that it's not the same. You will notice a big difference, okay? But what they'll try to do is they'll try to replicate our workflow as much as possible. So it's really important for them to spend that time with us and for us to answer questions for them so they can go back to their project management team and then they can build all the stuff in the background for us, okay? Then during that time, all the data will start converting over to Dentrix Ascend while we're still working with Dentrix Enterprise. So it'll be going in tandem at the same time. When we go to, I do need a relative date if possible for shutdown. During the shutdown, you're asking, we told you with training, we're going to use the suite next door probably in the hotel, and we're going to do at least 3 to 4 days of training with actual trainers. So we'll sit with laptops and everybody will do training. Prior to that, I will send everybody an online link so you can do self-learn as well. So if you want to be the person who knows it all, the czar, please do. But you'll have that information prior to when we actually do the training with the trainers. Then we will go into what's called a soft start, where we'll toggle between both, and they'll sit there and they'll make sure as patients are coming in and things are happening that we don't run into any issues. And then after about 2 to 3 days, we get final cutoff, and then we're go on Dentrix Ascend, okay? It is a cloud-based software, so no longer are we dependent on West Seattle to keep us alive when the power goes out or whatever. There's a couple other features that we will, it's an all-inclusive suite. So what that means is we will lose Vine Trellis. We won't use that anymore. We will go through their insurance. We also upgraded to what's called Eligibility Pro, which any codes, so make sure you put accurate codes in appointments. Don't put random dummy notes, codes in there because it can't auto verify for us. But let's say you put like an implant, extraction bone graft implant, it'll auto verify and then it'll tell you exactly, the percentages on those codes for that day. So there's some cool features in there. We will also lose Modento because Dentrix Ascend will do all the online forms for us and do all the write back for us. We will also lose open time clock because everything will run through Dentrix Ascend. Yeah. So, yeah, you log into, yeah.
It has the same features, don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah.
All these things we used to do in 4 different places are getting
It's
brought
all,
into one.
yeah, all bringing it now.
It should be better.
Yeah, so Dentrix Ascend, from what I've been exposed to so far, it's actually really, really good for power reporting. So all these like worksheets that we have and all these like, self-made data analytics, it does a really good job at putting that stuff together for us. So I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully it'll help streamline all of our workflows.
It'll be on your phone.
Yeah.
If we need to log in to do something, we can do it through your phone, do it through your laptop at home.
Yeah.
No
So it
remote
should be
connection
nice.
required, yeah.
So I have no doubt that there will be like little bumps and stuff like that, but it's a smart group. We'll get through it.
It's only a problem if the internet goes down now, yeah?
Even then you have your cellular, it's
Yeah.
better. We have that same problem if the internet goes down now.
Yeah, we have the same issue. Mango is a partner with Dentrix Ascend, so that will all work the same, so that'll be good. So it's pretty exciting, but it is a pretty big project, so.
Yeah, I've been dreading
Yeah.
it. We went through a process of moving from Dentrix Core to Dentrix Ascend. It was a similar kind of a process, except we have more stuff now. So, excuse
Bless
me.
you.
More. I'm allergic to it. Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
But like more data to convert. But like anything, we'll have no problem getting through it.
We will never lose our data from Dentrix Enterprise. We just won't be able to utilize it like we have been before. So just if anybody's worried about that, it will always be there. It's just they just will no longer support us. So
So be clearly migrating over all the notes.
everything, yeah.
Yeah, Kev, so basically like, you can think of anything that's on the servers right now will get moved into Ascend. It's just that moving forward, the way that we treatment plan, the way that we take notes, that'll look a little different.
Yeah.
What I don't have answers to yet is will all the templates transfer?
That's
Or-
what they're going to try to replicate for
Okay,
us. That's
good.
why they're spending time with us.
Everything from the document centers will move over.
Mm-hmm.
All of the, we'll have to have like a from this day forward cutover event for financials, because we'll list it historically, and then those balances will need to move over, and then where we're posting it will need to be accurate. We can't be collecting money and posting on a system we're no longer using, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So those will be kind of the hiccupy type things. But I actually think that it'll be a more intuitive system. It'll be easier to use.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, after a few months, we'll all like it better.
Yeah.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing that we're going to lose too is Clover.
What? We just got that.
I know. Yes. And the reason why is we will start to use what's called WorldPay that runs through Dentrix Ascend. So if
Automatically, it'll post
it'll
the
automatically post. It'll post. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Now the details of how that's going to work make me a little nervous, but yes. So it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be great. Yeah.
Are we gonna get an online payment link on our website?
No, never. I'll tell you why. We used to have it, and patients were paying in wrong locations. That's gone. It's not there.
You know the old link to the old machine? People have saved it.
Oh, there's, yeah.
Once in a while that you
Yeah, it's pretty rare that we see that now, but yes. But that's the main reason why we took it off of the website, is because people would pay to different practices, different bank accounts, and it got really messy. So we're like, we're just taking this away.
maybe I missed this, but will there be an option to like text
Yes. Yeah, it'll all, yeah,
Inside, yeah.
yeah. Mhm. Yeah, there will be. There is a full patient engagement platform in Dentrix Ascend.
That'll be cleaner.
Yeah,
We won't have to have multiple windows open. It'll be
Yeah.
kind of one thing, I think, which would be nice.
yes.
Does it pair well with any voice recognition for Perio charting software?
Let's find out. Let's find out. I'm sure, I have to say that I'm pretty sure there probably is. They do have a lot of AI features in there. They have Pearl AI, which we declined because we don't need it, and that's just the radiographic software.
Diagnostic.
Yeah, we just don't need it. So I would imagine that there probably is something, and they're putting so much money into R&D with Ascend because it's their biggest, newest product, that I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah, so that's really it. There's lots of great things coming, a lot of plates spinning. That's all going to come together probably summertime-ish. So,
I have
Yeah.
one more question
Yeah, please.
about another plate.
yes.
We lost a hygiene plate.
Oh,
Are we-
Carrie, yeah.
What
Great question.
are we?
TBD.
TBD,
Yeah.
yeah. Right now, Kaylee's agreed to pick
Yeah,
up some. TBD, please.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying.
No, you're right, though.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Carrie's in Idaho already.
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah.
She's good. I talked to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last thing, guys, it's time for us to do our retooling for our implant kits. I have those coming. Once I get them, I want to just confirm 4 kits in West Seattle, 4 in East Lake, 3 in East Lake, and that's enough. You guys are good with running with 3.
I mean,
What it-
there's a day that we don't have time to do sterilization, but we will get back up.
Just use a dirty one then, or?
What was that?
I'm just joking.
he's playing Oprah right now. You get a car, you get a
Yeah,
car. So
yeah.
if you want it, now's the time.
Yeah, I mean, I will happily take one from you.
Okay.
There are times where we
And then, but confirming we have 4 in West Seattle, and then we have 5 in Federal Way. Okay. We'll probably need to add some. Previously, Christina and Alyssa, you guys had asked about Elisa, sorry. You had asked about yeah, I know, a second laser. And I told you that we were making plans to do that. West Seattle will be only single provider days for the time being. So we'll just have the
Except
one laser for there.
Thursday's a double doctor day still in Nordley and, well, until Shamun leaves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. But, no, she's here on Thursdays. They're all singles.
Oh, did you move to Thursdays?
Yeah.
Where was I? I don't know.
She'll
Never
be here
mind.
tomorrow.
But so no, yeah, please.
On topic with kids, are we able to get another prosthetic kit? 'Cause that's the one that actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's what you need more than anything else,
Yeah, that's the
prosthetic
one
kit.
that was coming to problems that were out of one or like back to back.
Maybe if I have two.
Yeah, we have two.
If I could only do one right now, would having a couple additional prosthetic kits be better?
Yeah, I think the prosthetic kit would be better than the
Surgical kit.
than the full kit. Yeah.
I think that I should be able to do that by the end of this month.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll make a note to myself about that. The surgical kit, hang on for me about it. Yeah, so that's a good problem. If 3 surgical kits isn't enough for a single doctor there, that's awesome. I love that problem.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys?
Not yet.
Oh, sorry, Claire, go ahead.
Does anybody else have any agenda items?
Do we send the torque wrenches to get them serviced every year and calibrated?
I don't think so. But, no, actually, I know the answer to that is no, Kevin, and I'll tell you why, though.
Yeah.
We're not tightening prosthetic components with them,
Okay.
which is when it becomes a critical thing. If you would find out where we would send those to for servicing, we can certainly look into making sure that the beams are accurate and that type of thing. Other questions? Real quick, guys, today I was working out of Operatory 4 in Federal Way. I've not been in there before. This is for each of the doctors. If you notice something with the equipment's not right, or one of these, this is actually for anybody, particularly if it's a safety concern. In Op 4, the headrest, which is adjustable, I noticed there's a little piece of it that's broken. And I was just kind of picturing that mechanism failing in a patient's head, like their neck fucking snapping their head off. The other thing is that the table, the assistant's tray, is not properly secured.
Oh, this,
Yeah. You guys, no, we don't live with that. No, this is important, real quick. We don't live with stuff like that here. We are a first-class operation, not a janky operation. I don't want anything janky about our stuff. If there's something janky, and you're like, hey, this is not good, I will want that fixed. We don't want duct tape holding stuff together here. Okay. There's offices that don't mind that, but we certainly do. You know, this happened in Op 7 the other day. I noticed there was like a little screw missing from one of the articular arms. Well, I asked Chuck about it. He's like, I'm not even sure there should be one. I'm like, there's a hole. There should be a screw. Like, let's. Yeah. So with that, you know, each of the facilities captains, when you notice that, please make sure Chuck is aware of it, and both for safety, but also because we don't have to live with stuff like that. Let's get those fixed, okay? We did add a third laser. We have one extra laser right now. We had a doctor that bought a practice, had 2 of them, isn't certified yet, so it's our good fortune. So in the event that we were to be short one, we can move one right now if need be. I think that our lasers right now are all up to date on their servicing presently as well now, so that's good.
Is it same everything other than it's like a touch screen?
Yeah,
It's a digital
yeah.
screen.
Just a digital screen. It's the identical.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
nothing different about it. Jordan and I agree. Put a little plastic sleeve over it as opposed to using a wipe on it. I just think it's better for the unit. They told us not to worry about it, but if it breaks, we pay for it, not them. So the bags fit over it well. So okay, anything else?
Anybody have anything? No? Nothing. Okay.
Great to see everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you for a great year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. I was like, the way you were saying that, I was like, what other bomber are you going to do?
No problems.
I am pregnant.
Claire's pregnant.
And everybody at PSP gets one.
You guys, if anyone wants to take some pizza home, please do so. Feel free.
I was just like, no, it's perfect. I like that. I don't like that. You're in yeah, for sure. I think the only thing with the laser in Seattle about this thing they can get around. It's just coordinating like the telecast and who's going to be doing it on. But that's a coordination piece, so that's easy.
Yeah.
So
Good stuff, bud. Thanks, John.
nice job.